Can you hear me? Yeah, good. Sweet.
Yeah. Well, everyone, welcome to episode 2 of the Q-Niverse Show. I'm here with Frankie right over here.
Hello.
And I'm here with 2 of my cousins. They're actually new cousins, which sounds weird, but we're going to get into that. So my cousin Mary, my cousin Sam, and they're living over here in Montreal. I think you guys have been living here pretty much your whole lives, right?
Yeah.
Well, a little bit more outside of town for myself, Hawkesbury, but yeah, lived in Montreal for quite a long time as well.
Okay. Did you grow, where did you grow up? Where were you born?
Hawkesbury, yeah.
Okay.
Nice small little town.
Nice.
Yeah.
And when did you move into the city here?
17 years old. Yeah, for schooling. That didn't work out really well for me, but absolutely fine because then it took me into body piercing. So
Right.
can't
and
complain.
you do that.
And I do that now. Yeah, I own tattoo and piercing shops.
Drop it now. Drop it. You got a name, drop it.
Yeah,
drop the business.
the Ritual Tattoos and Piercings back in Hawkesbury, and I also own Vanity Ink in Ottawa.
There we go.
Yeah.
Bam, bam. If you're looking for ink and you're looking to get stabbed,
Absolutely, come and see me.
Does the stabbing.
You're at the right place.
Sam.
Yep.
Sam, give me your story, man.
Where
were
same
you
as
brought up?
Mary. I was born in Hawkesbury as well, but I left Hawkesbury like a little young to go in Vaudreuil, and then I moved, and I got to Montreal at like my 14, and from 14 till 24, I stayed in Montreal, but I decided to get an education in Ottawa, and I came back at like 26, 27. So yeah, that's,
Nice. Now, you guys are cousins.
Yeah.
And you guys, grew up together as cousins,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Now,
Stories we could tell.
Yeah, I bet, and it's really weird, and I know it's weird for probably people listening too. They're like, okay, well, those are your cousins. Why are you asking so many questions about how your cousins are growing up?
Yeah.
You know, it's because we were absent from each other, right?
so long.
Yeah, we're just totally disconnected, and
And we didn't even know you existed. You know, if you're gonna take it that far, we didn't even knew who you were
until
We didn't know you
COVID.
existed. Yeah, exactly.
Until COVID with Steph and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it is.
Insane.
It is.
That is insane. All right, so tell me a little bit about you. So, obviously, people who do know me, it's possible to be a white cousin or a red cousin because my mom's family is Irish American, and but I was brought up Mi'kmaq. My father's Mi'kmaq, all the family's Mi'kmaq. So, make that distinction. What side of the family are you coming from?
I guess some red with some white in it, for sure, right?
Yeah. But our relation comes from the reservation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Make
Yeah.
all the way.
Yeah. But we never knew each other.
No.
Yeah.
Explain who your family members are according to my family members and how that works.
Yeah.
Let you start.
I think the relation really starts with our grandma.
Yeah.
That's like where it all came down, where it all comes from. Our grandma, which was, kind of taken out of the reservation and also grew up mostly in Montreal and then moved out of Montreal ended up in Hawkesbury, and that's where she kind of, settled, I guess you could say, and all of us came from Hawkesbury.
Yeah.
But all comes from pretty much our grandma.
Now your grandmother is my aunt,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Bernice, we're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah, my auntie Bernice. I never met Auntie Bernice. She died when I was a baby. I think she died in 81.
Yeah.
81.
Is it 1981? Yeah. So, I was born in 79, so I wouldn't remember her. So I really didn't know much of her family except for my cousins, like Jean-Yves, and Jean-Yves, God bless him too. And Michelle.
Yeah.
There's Michelle. Who's the other ones? There's a few. Bernice had several kids.
Danny. Michel, Danny.
Okay.
And
Caro, il y a pas la sœur à grand-maman.
Caro, puis what's her other sister that was in the States that recently reconnected also just a little bit.
Irene. That's right.
Yeah.
Irene.
Yeah,
That's right. So it's quite the spider web. Eh?
Yeah, it is.
So back to reconnecting, it was really neat because I think it was Steph who reached out to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that time because I was going through a hard phase of my life. I was getting sober for the first time. And Steph started to tell me we should reconnect with, with that part of us we don't know that we weren't able to talk about at home without some judgment or something like that. And she found you through a Mi'kmaq hashtag, and she said this person on the photo, it was a photo of your dad, guy.
Yeah.
And she was saying he looks like grandma.
Like he looks
Wow.
familiar.
Yeah, he looks
Like really
super
familiar.
She connected the
familiar.
dots by photo.
Yeah,
From
exactly.
a hashtag.
That's nuts.
And our grandma her last name is Kondo before marriage and all. And we connected the dot pretty quickly from there, yeah.
That is
It's
so
crazy
cool.
when you just go off of a last name.
Yeah.
And minimal information, right? But the internet now, you can find just about anything.
Yeah. And, I think this is a great conversation because, you guys are really a product of like the 60s scoop, right?
Absolutely.
Where the kids were taken out of the families, brought up elsewhere, zero connection to the community. Now, the whole government system, since residential schools, was to take the Indian out of the person, right? Yeah. Take the native right out of them.
Absolutely.
And when they were no longer allowed doing the residential schools, when they closed those down, well, they just, they vamped it up with their social services and whatnot. Started just removing kids and having the same effect, throwing them all over the place. So it's a great conversation to have because, you've heard all about it, like all of these waves of new Métis communities that arise from all over the place.
Not the Métis from the east.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, from all over the place, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy how much all of these things are blowing up everywhere. The pretendian factor, people race shifting and trying to take on our identity and actually try and use these situations that do exist in our communities, 60 Scoop survivors, and like you guys reconnecting with your community, they're trying to claim that, but they don't have any connection with our communities. Like you just said, it's such a good thing you said that. You said it's not very hard to reconnect if you have the family names and there's some connections.
Especially just with the internet now. It's crazy. So. And it's something that, like, when you're so young and you don't fully understand, and the conversations are still super taboo. Like, you don't really ask very many questions when you're that young, but you still know. You're like, fuck, I know I'm Mi'kmaq. I know that much, but I don't feel like I can ask questions about it. I don't feel like I have the full understanding of what kind of questions I should even be asking, and no one's really talking about it in the household. Like, all of us are like, well, fuck, what do we do now? Like, how do we make that connection now? How do we find that information, especially when other people who are trying to claim that take it away from us and make it even harder for us to try and reconnect? It's like, and then you also ask yourself so many questions like, fuck, do I even deserve to, like, claim some of that space? Should I claim some of that space? It's so many questions. It's so heavy when you really think about it, when you try to break it down. So just that, what you brought up, makes it even harder. It makes it even harder for us.
Yeah, but it's such a valid response to so many things. But it is true. These people who pose as Indigenous people to try and take space that they shouldn't be taking make it difficult for people who actually do have connections or are trying to make those connections. Because in the communities, we have our guards up all the time,
Absolutely.
because we're afraid.
Fucking know it. I went to Listigouge. I know what this is.
We just, after you've been a victim of everything being taken away all the time, you start to worry about everybody that comes
for
in,
sure.
right? So that makes it difficult for the people with legitimate claim, you know? So obviously, but when you have a legitimate claim, you know, because it's so normal for our people. We identify ourselves to where we're from, and then not just our nation, our community and our family names. This is how we do it because we're really proud people.
Yeah.
You know? So when somebody says, oh, where are you from? I'm like, oh, I'm from Giskabigia. I'm a Mi'kmaq from Giskabigia. I'm a Kondo and a Capeland.
Yeah.
You know, that's
you're
my,
like,
that's where I am.
got
And, you know,
it, yeah.
and then people right away are like, oh, okay, so you must know this one. And like, there we start the
I know this
conversation.
guy, this
So
guy,
right away the guard's down because I'm white passing as well. You know what I mean? So when I go into other communities, they got the, you sure you're indigenous? Like, trust me, man. Yeah. You know, but, you know, so I'm like a double agent. We all are. But, so it's important to be able to just answer those questions. You know, somebody's full of shit when they're saying, well, it's complicated, you know, and, you know, all of my documents, they burnt in the church or they burnt in a fire. Look, motherfucker, all I want to know is who your auntie is.
Yeah,
Who
exactly.
your uncle is.
Who are you
Who's your
related
grandparents.
to?
Do you have a cousin?
Who's your cousin?
Yeah, you see how many cousins we have in this family?
Yeah.
You gotta fucking name one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta be able to name one fucking cousin with the size of our families.
Yeah.
And our families stretch from community to community.
Yeah.
You know? We have cousins. You haven't even, like, tapped into your cousins into Medabanagia and whatnot. You know, Christ, when you get over there, boys, I'm telling you, it gets a little crazy. You know? I'm just telling you, like, we have legitimate, close family in Giskabigia, in Listuguj, Medabanagia, a bunch of other communities too. Apparently our grandfather Dan was a little popular as well. And if you look at all of our aunts and uncles and everyone, they're all pretty popular. You know, so they had a lot of kids. So we have big families. So if you can't at least name a person in your family, right away, red flags are up for
red
indigenous
flag
people.
for sure.
How was it for you when you reconnected? When we first started talking, explain that.
I think there's like so many sides to that question. Like there's so many ways that you can really branch off of that. Like emotionally speaking, just like the overwhelming feeling, the final like aha, like fuck yeah, okay, I'm not crazy, right? And trying to make those connections, trying to have those discussions and trying to like fit those pieces that you never really knew you were missing, but you never really felt whole. And then those small pieces are coming back and you're like, fuck, it finally fits into the right places. Like all this time that I felt like this kind of emptiness that like, oh, I don't really belong there. I don't really feel like I belong there. Everywhere I'm kind of going, it feels like it doesn't feel authentic. It doesn't feel real. And then when we started reconnecting and just you bringing us into these spaces and making us feel like family, because we're fucking family, but not trying to ask too much either, being a little bit careful of like, okay, I'm going to take what I can, you know, I'm going to take it home. I'm going to be like, fuck yeah, this was the best day ever. But all these little teachings are like, just slowly kind of, like I said, putting those pieces back where they belong and making you feel whole and healing a part of yourself that you didn't even know that you were grieving. Right?
How do you feel now that you've made that connection?
Hopeful.
Yeah?
Hopeful.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like looking up. You're you know, you want to take your time. You don't want to rush things. You want to make sure that you're, you know, exploring this new side of you, this family that you have, all the teachings that people are giving you. You want to be cautious too, but I think it's very hopeful in a whole. I think that would be the best way that I could describe it for myself anyways, that it's like, okay, I finally know where to go or who to ask, or I know that what I'm being taught is true. I know that what I'm being given is healing. I know that what's being shown to me is authentic, you know? I don't have to double check everything and be careful with what I'm receiving or like be, you know, not too sure about how people are presenting themselves to me. Like, is really what you're saying, is it true? Or are you just fucking bullshitting me, you know? So I think that it's very like hopeful to a whole. Yeah.
That's awesome. What was it like when you came into Giscabigia, Sam?
At first, I felt the whole way there. I was anxious for sure. I was having this imposter syndrome within myself because I was like, man, I didn't grow up here. How can I reclaim space when I didn't get the same challenge as everyone there?
Man, I never even considered that point of view before.
And I was like, damn, man, how am I gonna take my space while not stepping over someone from the res, or someone from there, or someone with a live experience from another res? How can I make this possible? And it's like Mary said, and when we start talking more, it was fine. I was family. I was considered family. And it relieved me so much. I was like, fuck, man.
Now, it didn't take you long to make friends.
Yeah, because I was trying my best. We had some few things in common. You like rap. I like rap. I like a lot of music. So I was like, man, I'm going to bet on that. I'm going to bet on that shit. Because, you're the only anchor there for now. It's you. It's your children. It's Melissa. And Hank is what? Hi, Hank.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to say, Hank is like...
Hank.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just to find an anchor your spirit always wanted to reconnect with, but you never knew about it.
Right.
And when I go to Giscabigia, every time, it's like all the missing pieces, all the inner peace I never had in my life that I buried within myself are all there.
Man, that's so nice.
Inner peace, it's like, I just want to like continue that because it's insane how good we feel when we go there. It's so fucking peaceful. It's like all this, like all the stress that you have and the constant negative thoughts and the shit going on in your head. And then you get to the res and we go to your places and you show us around and we're like, it feels so good. It feels so peaceful. It feels so serene. It's like you could breathe, you could take a breath, you can just relax and fucking drop your shoulders and just enjoy, be there.
That land is medicine, right?
Yeah. It truly is.
It's strange because your DNA is directly connected to that land. Your language is connected to that land. Even if you're speaking Mi'kmaq right now or you're not, I promise you, the little words you're going to pick up here and there as you go, you're going to see how much it completes your soul. In that land, you got to take how many thousands of years of your ancestors crawled on those same beaches, went out on the water, went swimming in these places, you know what I mean? So it's only normal that it should feel complete.
We feel it. Like, I speak for myself, but I think I speak for you too. And I think I speak for Steph and Sin and everybody that, like our entire family, when we go back, it's like, it feels good. It feels right.
Yeah.
Like, it feels right.
I see it, like, especially when we're on the side of the river and you're all swimming in the river and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like, I can tell when people are, like,
good.
really feeling nice,
Yeah.
And it's good. And I'm happy that you guys get to experience that and whatnot. A lot of people want to talk about the res as if it's such a terrible place. But obviously it's not.
No.
Right?
I mean, not for our experience anyways.
But there is some, there's a lot of traumas that have occurred through the reserves, and there's a lot of intergenerational trauma that's passed down in homes. So sometimes you feel like it can be a trap, or it's just a place of bad memories sometimes, but it's not, because we have so many great memories. Even like when I grew up on the res over there, and with all the boys, we were always on our BMXs, messing around, we're getting in trouble, doing all kinds of stuff. There was some good, there was some bad, like in like anywhere, really.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter.
And we just, sometimes we tend to forget about how beautiful of a place it is, and it's refreshing to have you guys come on over and remind us sometimes of how beautiful our community is, how beautiful our area is, And so thank you guys for that too, because when we're living there all the time, sometimes, you feel like...
Yeah, when you're used to something, you take it for granted. a lot of the time.
That is so true. That is so true. You know, I've been living with my kids in Sherbrooke for 10 years now. I go back to the Gaspésie as often as I can, and usually all the summers. But holy jeez, do I miss ice fishing and just visiting people and doing things that way, you know?
Yeah.
It's super cool.
Yeah.
But
I love going on the res because people recognize me very quickly.
How?
How?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Gets a lot of attention.
your hair.
on the res.
It's your hair.
Yeah.
It's gotta be. It's the slick
It's
back.
the haircut. They're not used to
I like
that
how it's a
haircut,
slip
you know?
back hair.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every time I go there, someone asks me, "Who you related to? Why are you here, man?"
Yeah.
I'm related to Quentin Kondo. Oh, okay. And they leave me the fuck alone. Yeah.
They run.
But, yeah.
We got
But
a good
it's
fan.
always nice. It's
Yeah.
always nice. I met a couple of Jerome, of Martin, of La Roque. They were all nice.
Yeah.
But when I got to Listigouche, something else. No way to Listigouche. Love you guys.
Yeah, our family's from there too.
Yeah,
Our
yeah.
grandmother's family, Lena, is from Listigouche.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you go ahead. You're loud.
Yeah. So I play a show there, you know, and I don't speak very well Mi'kmaq, and I have a hard time saying the fucking name of a res because I don't speak Mi'kmaq fluently, and the cashier at the dépanneur, the metallic dépanneur on the res.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. She was like, "You got a Mi'kmaq store? You're Mi'kmaq? Where you're from?" Oh fuck! That I was tripping over my word because you know I'm always speaking French. Now I gotta speak English plus Mi'kmaq. What the fuck is going on? So I said like, "Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?" Very quickly, and she was like, "What?" Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? And she fucking made me say that word like 4 times. She was like, "If you're from there, you're gonna say it right."
Yeah.
And yeah,
That's
it.
good.
That was my experience with Listigouche, and then I did a show with my band, and people in Listigouche wasn't having it at all, which is fine. This is fine. I'll remember that, fuckers. But yeah, I'll come back.
Yeah, it's a different crowd, right?
Yeah.
So you get on the East Coast. I mean, Jesus, I'm the same way when I'm playing
Yeah.
music. It's like I usually play in like Carleton or Guestbeg or someplace around there, but people like their country music back home, man.
Yeah, lots
The
of
East
folk
Coast,
and
they like folk music,
yeah.
country music. There's pockets of hip hop, but if you want to play that, man, you better go home in your basement, and invite a few friends over, because
There's fiddle
that's the way it's gonna
competition
be.
and everything.
Oh
like,
yeah. People still playing their
Currently.
spoons, man.
And like,
Professionally.
when I played there, some people I was hearing in the crowd, you know, a native person are chatty, you know,
Yeah,
they
oh,
like
yeah.
to talk shit.
Big time.
They were looking at me and they were like, "No way this guy is native. No way this guy is native." And I was seeing them with, you know, the merch you did, Res Famous. I was like, no.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I was like, they know my cousin, and now they think I'm not native.
Off, man.
Yeah, that was my experience.
Oh, man. Yeah.
And I lost some fucking money at the Res Casino as well. Well, there was a white dude just next to me winning $200. I was like, fuck you.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. But the people in Listigouche are really fun, man. I played hockey with them a lot. You know, they got a good hockey team over there. And we'd go over there, but this was years ago, 20 years ago, like Terry Jeege and Trapper Metallic and Sky, Bon, all of these guys. And yeah, we had a good time. We drink and just tease the fuck out of it. If you can't handle being teased, do not go to Listigouche, because they are going to tease you so bad. That's what they do.
Yeah.
But our culture is very, very straightforward, man. It's remember this. If our people aren't making fun of you, teasing you,
Yeah.
or laughing at
They
you,
don't like you.
they don't like you. That's it. That's the way it is with our people.
Yeah.
So you got to take that and you got to accept that as like a badge. You know?
It's
like-
love. It's love.
It
It's
is
all
love. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Well, first time I went on a res and I went like on a dinner and stuff, I was like, hey, this is like my Italian family. It's like, there's just, hey, eat this. No, you eat this. And
Yeah.
the same vibe, the same energy.
It's a lot of shit talking.
Yeah. I thought it was cool.
And
Like
when
that.
they want to include you, like, did you guys go to Auntie Irene's?
Not yet.
No.
No? Okay, you're going to have to go to Auntie Irene. I promise you, I'm going to take them over. Next time they're down, I'm taking them over. I'm going to go over and, she'll always be there braiding sweetgrass. Baby John will go out there. Our cousin, you met John on the side of the river. He come
Yeah, I
down.
remember him.
Yeah, John with the long hair. He's got the swagger. That's your cousin, man. John's got his own. He got his own
vibe.
dude.
Yep,
Yeah. He's a character, man.
Yep.
And so his mom, Auntie Irene, he picks all the sweetgrass. She braids it and braids it and braids it and makes sweetgrass baskets and a whole bit. But you can go in there, sit down with Auntie Irene and talk with her for hours. She might make you do things, do something, whatever, If she don't like you, she might not, Okay, you can leave now, But, it's little steps at a time,
Yeah.
But Auntie Irene was always good with all of the boys. We're a lot of cousins, and we're growing up on a res. We were always at it because Auntie Irene used to have a canteen. It was Irene's canteen, right in front of the house over there, and we would all end up over there. And before she even had a canteen, we were all over there eating sloppy joes. It's like, imagine having to feed that many brats running around. But she did. And Auntie Marrey was the same way. I wish you guys would have met Auntie Marrey because she was a solid.
Shout out to Irene.
Solid. Auntie Marrey, she was, man.
That too.
Everyone was terrified of her. She would beat the hell out of you, man. She was crazy.
I already love her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She was strong, little lady, but tough. And she was wonderful.
It's often the most little lady.
She's terrifying.
Hey,
fuck,
great
little lady.
things come in small packages.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's true. And our uncles are great. Have you been connecting with the uncles at all?
I think I saw a Junior in front of your house.
Uncle Danny?
Yeah.
Junior Danny.
Yeah.
Uncle Danny.
Yeah. And there was Edward as well that I met.
Uncle Eddie's now 90 years old.
Yeah, and I met.
I only met Eddie, but years ago.
Okay.
Years ago, I was passing through. I was on my way to Halifax, and our grandma left me a letter to give to him, and I was like, "Oh fuck! Like, how the hell am I gonna find him? I haven't been to the res that many times. I don't even know what he looks like."
Right.
So she was like, "Oh, he's probably gonna be at that place, that house. Just drive down, look for that house, that color. You're probably gonna find him." Or just ask around. And she had given me a letter to give to him, and I pretty much just showed up at, I think I just went to the casino. I went inside and I asked someone, and they were like, "Yeah, he's gonna be over there." And I was like, well, "Hi, I'm Marie. Here's a letter for you from my grandma, and nice to meet you." And he was like, "Oh my God," so surprised, so fucking random too. And I was just passing by too, so I didn't really stay for
That's
long.
so
but
crazy, But you know what's crazy is those stories are frequent in the family. So they're not even that. They're just surprised that another one.
yeah.
I think if you guys want to keep, connecting, it's important
Yeah.
to really make those connections, different cousins.
And building those relationships too, right?
Oh yeah.
Putting time into building those relationships and not just a one-time thing. Just keep going, keep
That's
building.
the reason I'm going every fucking summer. Yeah. I keep building that relationship. And last time when I was on Bon Cup, Bad Cup set, I don't know if I told you about it, but next to me, there was the prop guy talking with an older lady, age of our mom, or maybe a little older.
Yeah.
And she was talking about stuff. She was talking about ceremony and all of that, because it was talking about the smudge, the sweat lodge.
Would have been Aline.
Aline, exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
And Aline, she was talking about that. And Aline is our cousin as well.
Yep.
Insane.
Yeah. So
Insane.
that's how
Didn't
I met
you
her.
do it?
Yeah, I did the sweat lodge 2 times now. Yeah, I did one on my birthday, and the first time I came, I told Quentin about some stuff, and he was telling me you need to do a sweat lodge.
that shit scares me so much.
You should go.
I know, and I keep telling myself, and I'm like,
some shit.
yeah,
in there.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it fucking scares me, man.
Yeah. You
I don't want to see shit.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
You need to
I
be
get
ready
you.
for it. When I went, I saw a part of myself I haven't seen in a long time.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah. But it can also
shit
expose.
buried.
It can also expose what you need to see.
Yeah, it's true because things you ignore.
All right, I want to hear about your band, or about your music.
Fertilizer 1492. So basically, this project.
Show the merch.
Oh, geez, I'm wearing them.
Yeah, he's wearing the merch right now. That's
You
my
just
new
hooked me
shirt.
up.
You got here?
Yep.
Fertilizer right over there.
Yeah.
And I'll put
Respect
your.
indigenous sovereignty or suffer the consequences.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's
There we
the only
go.
way to go.
Yeah.
So I started this band because my project before that didn't turn out that great. I was around some fucking racist piece of shit. Recognizing yourself? I won't name drop you. You won't bring me to court, but you know who you are. I started this project from the ground up. And it was around that time that I first went to the reserve as well. And I was seeking some guidance through this phase of my life. And what I saw there, I wasn't there long. I was there for a couple of days. Gave me the strength to tell the truth about what happened there and how it really was. Because these people were very respected in the scene, and I was scared to cause wave. Because I was like, maybe I'm better to like shut up and just let it go. But then you told me shut them down, and I was like, fucking
Fuck
right.
that. Shut
I'm
them
shutting
down.
down, not just for me, for my family, for my ancestor, and all those before that shut up that had no choice. So I reclaimed that choice, and then I did Fertilizer, which I reconnected even more with the Mi'kmaq culture through you, through some books, through some fucking reading, and learning a bit of the language as well. I got a song that's called Wapeg Mindu, which means white devil.
Yeah.
And it's a song for them.
Wonderful,
Tell it
man.
like it is.
So the chorus is like in Mi'kmaq. So yeah.
That is awesome, and it's great, right? I love this album. And I've listened.
Yeah.
We were listening to it earlier.
Yeah.
And we're going to be playing.
Probably
it.
start the show with
Yeah,
it.
we're starting the show
Yeah.
with that. That's for sure. My favorite song is the Murder Festival. Oh
This
man.
song is pretty pissed.
Yeah, man, I love this fucking song. It's great. Yeah.
Yeah, so all these things, like all this last 2-3 years, it was great because I knew so much more about my identity, myself, and how to take space without feeling too much or too little.
To like kind of bring it back to the whole reconnecting. I think it's important. Again, all of that brings it back to we don't want colonization to win, and we're stronger in numbers. So to keep fighting for ourselves, to reconnect, to ask these questions, to have these types of conversations, to not just like shy away from them, to really keep going and take it at your pace too. If you're not comfortable being like too fucking hard, strong, and take it at your pace, but don't stop. Because it's important. It's important to not let them win. It's important to still be here. It's important to be resilient, to want to reconnect and to find yourself again,
Well, this guy told me last summer, like, you got your whole life to reconnect.
Exactly.
And to understand more and more and more. And there's different phase of your life as well. There's the one right now where I'm at my end of my 20s. Maybe I'll be at another stage at my 40s and all of that. And it's important to get the right teaching at the right time as well.
I do believe that.
And we do learn when we're ready to learn.
Yeah.
That is the truth, man. I've had elders in my community, elders in, in my family and friends and whatnot who have told me things I just was not ready at a certain point in my life to hear
Yeah.
or to understand, that now I look back and I'm like, holy, okay, I get it. So, there's time to learn.
Yeah.
There's like different stages, like you're saying, Sam, but there's a readiness as well. But I think you guys are like, you're the perfect example of how to reconnect with your community. With the people there, with your family, because you're very unapologetic about things as well, which I absolutely love. That comes from that inherent resilience. You guys are fucking resilient as fuck to be willing to reach out off a hashtag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Bold.
it'd be hashtag
Yeah.
reconnect,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
hashtag reconnect.
You know, you got to be brave
Well,
enough to do that. Brave enough to take those steps, and it's beautiful to see. And I'm just really, 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 really happy to have you all back in my life. And it's super nice. And I'm happy that you guys feel really good about being part of the community, because that's what you are now. And the people in the community ask about you.
Yeah.
When I go back.
It depends on the set of Bon Cup, Bad Cup. Like, I don't know who the fuck asked me this, but someone looked at me. He was like, "Are you native?" Like, yeah. Where are you from? From here. Like, I never saw you here. Sorry, I'm reconnecting.
Yeah.
Yo, my bad. It's fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're
Our
gonna
people
see
will
me
call you up.
again.
Yeah.
We have to call our people up.
Yeah.
We have to call, because that's how we separate the frauds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We separate the real from the fraudsters,
Yeah.
like that.
But I like that people can say it to my face, because most people won't say shit to me because of how I look. I look like I can kill you, and I did like 15 years of prison.
Yeah.
But I love that our people can fucking say it and have the guts to say it and not talk shit. Maybe they talk shit, but I don't care.
That's it. And they talk shit. Guaranteed. Like, no matter what, man. I grew up and I talk shit. We all talk.
Yeah.
I got a nephew trying to call right now. Sorry, Spencer, you're gonna have to wait, brother. That's it. It's my nephew. He lives in the States.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a cop, dude.
Oh,
yeah.
Chose the wrong
cop in the
profession.
States.
You gotta be a firefighter. Fuck cops.
Cop in the state is not a super nice thing.
No, not lately. Like, he's a great kid, man. Yeah, he's a great kid. Him and his twin brothers in the National Guard.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's tough play, but they didn't sign up for ICE. Let's make that clear.
At least.
We'll give him that.
For a while.
They
This
better
was
not.
prior to the bullshit that you see
They
there.
didn't
We'll
take
give him
the
that.
50K bonus.
No, this is not their
no.
thing. That's not what they were doing.
The
this before
automatic
then.
acceptance.
Yeah,
all that
exactly.
shit.
No, that's it. But
Being a fucking coward full time.
oh no, all these boys aren't that. Holy shit. Cameron and Spencer, the twin boys, two of them 6'5", about 260 pounds each.
God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're monsters.
Big
My
dudes.
Football players?
My sister Gina's boys, man.
Yeah.
Oof.
Big
Jesus
dudes.
Christ, I go over there. I'm their uncle. Right?
Yeah.
Like I'm fucking 5'3".
Yeah.
Dude. These motherfuckers, almost 7 feet tall.
I noticed that when I went to Alberta and I spoke with some Blackfoot and some other tribes from there, man, these guys are fucking huge.
Yeah.
And I'm not
Tall.
small. I'm like 200
Yeah.
pounds, 6 foot. And these guys are like 6'7".
Yeah, there's monsters.
Huge. Fucking monster. And
Yeah.
they're like, yo, I love your set, bro. I'm like, you can destroy me. Cool. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm so happy you liked it.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm happy
Yeah.
we're not in a certain situation.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's some big fucking indigenous people.
Oh, yeah.
man. There's some small ones too. Yeah,
No, but I've seen some of the
Navajo
tallest-
people are a little smaller. Like I was in with the Navajo people, and I fit right in. I'm a small dude. I was like, oh shit, this is
They're shorter?
pretty easy. Oh yeah,
yeah?
they're smaller out there. But you get into places like the Oja Cree. Holy Christ,
Yeah.
Cree men too. They're the big people.
Oh yeah, they're like
Yeah, there's just different spots. It's funny.
tall guys, like 6'4", 6'5",
Yeah.
whatever.
And you go to Maya and with the Aztec and whatnot, it's the same thing. They're small
yeah.
and whatnot. But the way it is. Takes all kinds, man.
You need all the heights.
all
We need
kinds.
more representation.
Yeah, that's right.
All
That's it.
kinds.
Yeah.
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 Cool. So, thank you guys
Thank you
for joining up and talking and fucking shooting shit and having beers. I think we'll keep having a couple more beers if you want to have a couple more
Absolutely.
beers or something like
And-
that.
I'll have a glass of water.
Glass of water. Sam will have some water.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
you know,
it's good.
I think we'll probably have some other conversations along the line too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we're super appreciative, by the way, of like
Yeah.
everything you've done so far and more. I think we can both say that it's far beyond what we expected.
of course,
right? So
Arms are open. That's family. That's
It's,
just the way it is. You know, that's
very
just the way it is.
appreciated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love you guys very much.
Love you.
Happy to have you in my life and in my kids' life.
Yeah.
And
I don't see them often though.
You're gonna see him. Chambers coming back over here.
He is.
After he's gone
Yeah.
to watch a musical with his mom right now.
Okay.
Nice.
But I think he put his drinking shoes on. Yeah.
Yeah, he was taking a little rest earlier. I think he was
a little snooze.
getting
He
the
was
energy
relaxing,
in. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that's what he was up to. So I think that's wrapping it up for
Thank you.
episode 2.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you for
Thank
joining
you.
the Q-Niverse.
Thank you.
Thank you very
so
much.
much.
Thanks, man.
I don't talk a lot, but I
Yes.
listen a lot.
Thank you, Frank, for putting it all together. If Frank wasn't here, none of this shit would happen because I don't even know what those buttons are for yet. They're just colorful stuff.
There's one we can do for you here. You don't hear it, but I
I
hear
can't
it.
hear it, man. What's
There's a
going on?
lot of
What's
people
going on?
applauding.
What's going on?
Okay, wait, I gotta put your effect for the out. All right, try that.
What am I supposed to be saying?
I speak the truth and
Bye.
everybody
Peace. Upload
knows.
this.
When you press play, it's educational. They wanna shut me down with their fucking po-po. Restrict me from their radios. They